Hello and welcome everyone to another installment of Clash of Champions Free. Of course, we were absent last week due to some circumstances beyond our control, but we are back, and as usual, it is me, Nicholas, Margin Taylor here, together with, once again, Virum. How are you doing?
I am doing great. Thank you very much, Margin Tension Han. I hope you're having a lovely day yourself, and I, for one, am very excited for the sets that we have today.
Oh yeah, they're going to be amazing, I'm sure. So before we get into all of that, let's just give a quick rundown of why we have the pictures we do. So a big fighting game company named Capcom made some strange decisions, we might say. Last week, I think it was. But yeah, stuff that impacts tournament organizers and such. So to not dwell on the negativity, we decided to highlight some of the positivity. So we took our favorite characters from the Marvel vs. Capcom series, and both of us have Capcom characters, fittingly enough. So you are looking at Resident Evil's Albert Wesker, and of course the titular character of the Beautiful Joe series, Beautiful Joe himself.
Indeed.
So, oh wait, there's like an echo in the background according to the chats. Is this a Godflash issue?
Yeah, we don't seem to hear it on our end, so maybe
Yeah.
an issue.
Yeah, I hear nothing strange. Well, anyway, hopefully it gets solved. But yeah, today we are gonna get back into it. The players have had an extra week to prepare for these matchups because these are the matchups we were meant to play last week. So Strider will not be playing. Strider is on a double break week, I guess it ended up being. But everyone else will have at least one match, and of course we have a real headliner coming up towards the end of tonight. We are going to have Fitizen versus Dragoi. Gonna be a big one, without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely. I think even in this early stage, I feel like that set in particular is going to be an incredibly important one in terms of the long-term standings for Clash of Champions. I feel like the winner of that set is going to have a very, very strong leg up in terms of becoming the potential front runner for the entire tournament, honestly.
Absolutely, yeah. It was their set that actually decided the winner last time, but the winner wasn't one of them. It was actually Svampen. And it ended up that way because Fitizen defeated Svampen when they had their set early on. And Svampen had beat Dragoi. So if Dragoi won over Fitizen at that point, I think he needed a specific score too or something. But yeah, if Dragoi won over Fitizen, then Svampen would win. And that is what ended up happening. Also, my Cramble isn't even starting, so no need to wait for me in the lobby. I'll have to watch through a Discord stream because I can't get the game to start. So if you could be so good, thank you. Thank you. So unfortunately, you won't see my cute Rose Queen in the lobby. You won't see MrPOW's biggest fan. I know MrPOW was looking forward to that. He even said so to me earlier today. But I'm there in spirit. Well, I'm here to commentate as well. And I can go on record to say that I am MrPOW's biggest fan.
I don't think anybody here would deny that.
All right, so we are going to get into our first match pretty shortly. Both of the players are in the lobby. Good. That's perfect. Yes. Let's have a look at the standings. Actually, now that you mention it, not much has happened yet because players have only played one set so far. Svampen hasn't played at all because you have the Clash of Contenders standings up right now. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so today our first matchup is going to be MrPOW versus Arefu. I don't know how much experience Arefu has in the Metera matchup. Obviously, there are a lot of Meteras in Europe. I've played against Arefu, not that much, but a little bit. But MrPOW definitely has a lot of experience in this matchup because he's played a metric shit ton against him every year. So character-wise, MrPOW definitely knows the matchup, but of course Arefu plays quite differently from Riviere. So, is there anything in particular you're looking forward to seeing in this matchup?
I'd say probably the main thing is just how the dynamic of the Fireball War plays out, because obviously, Metera obviously being a very projectile-oriented character, but Djeeta, among the Shotos having one of the stronger Fireball games, I could definitely see that being a very kind of important part, how the two adapt to each other's Fireball usage. You know, I assume MrPOW is going to look for openings where he can hop past the Fireball, which is definitely a rare option that a lot of people have against, well, that Metera has specifically against Djeeta Fireballs, since Djeeta Fireballs have the strength of being able to beat spot dodge thanks to their charge, but they're not going to beat hop if it's spaced right and you, even if it's charged. Meanwhile, of course, you know, Djeeta is a very fast character, so she does have the benefit of being able to kind of edge her way in if she doesn't want to play the Fireball game anymore. So just that overall back and forth dynamic is the main thing I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, definitely agree on that. It is interesting simply because Djeeta has chargeable fireballs. She offers a different type of threat than you would normally see in this type of matchup. But obviously, Metera, she isn't just fireballs. I mean, that's her main game focus. But the Zephyr adds a completely different layer to that, especially with the air fireballs mixed into that. And then, of course, you know, both of these players and characters, I should say, as well, they're not just standing there chucking fireballs, they're very big threats once they're in as well. POW obviously has a bunch of setups and stuff, and you know, Djeeta is just a pressure monster, and also really good at whiff punishing. So once you get to a range where Metera isn't really comfortable doing fireballs anymore, it's going to be a lot more difficult for POW to have, like, for POW to decide on his approach, I think.
Yeah, Djeeta obviously having just a superb set of mid-range buttons, both in terms of being able to just poke away at the opponent's block, as well as whiff punish and stuff. Whiffs, you know, you got to be careful as Metera pressing that 2M at mid-range, the far medium as well, lest you take a whole medium or heavy into a Wrecker sequence, you carry it straight to the corner and you're not in for a good time.
Yeah, exactly. So we do have the standings up right now. So like I said, not that much has happened yet because we've only barely begun. But one thing of note is that MrPOW actually came out really strong the first week, sitting there with a 7-3 score in his first set. So, I mean, as it stands right now, he's on par with Fitizen and Dragoi, but this is how Clash of Champions has started for MrPOW every time, I think. I think he's had, like, been at like a 2-0, 2-1 scenario early on, and then it doesn't go as well after a while, you know?
It is, of course, worth noting that the person that MrPOW beat last, in the first week was Sonic-san, whom he lost to in the previous Clash of Champions. So that definitely gives him a boost of extra momentum in terms of potentially placing better than he did last time.
Yeah, absolutely. You're 100% correct. And it's going to be interesting to see her, especially with Arefu, because Arefu hasn't been part of this competition yet. So I don't know if POW and Arefu have ever even played a long set against each other, because I speak to POW a lot about various sets that he plays and tends to play fairly long sets. But I don't remember if they ever went up against each other for like an extended one like this. So it'll be interesting to see how they adapt to each other.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to recall either, so definitely interested to see.
All right, I actually did manage to make it into the lobby, but I'll still rely on your Discord stream because I do not trust my game right now at all. But with that, let's do the introductions and then we can head into the set. So, in case we have any new viewers, there's a sort of ritual we have here at Clash of Champions where I have taken the liberty of making Japanese intro titles for each player. I will, of course, translate them right afterwards. And I'll just get right into that. 捕まるもんならつかめてみやがれ逃げ上手のネズミ帝王 MrPOW Catch me if you think you can The escapist rat emperor MrPOW And on the other side 努力と戦への順応性でこの舞台で舞い上がったチャレンジャー、幻のセブンマン、アレフ。With hard work and his adaptation on the battlefield, this challenger has managed to rise all the way up to this stage. The Phantom Seventh Man, Arefu. And with that, we can head into the set. So this is a matchup where I have always, well, not always, season 1 was a different game and Djeeta was kind of crazy in season 1, but
yeah,
I have never felt that this matchup is as bad as some people have said. Even now, I feel like a lot of people say Djeeta wins this, but I think it's even. And in season 1, you know, everyone said like, oh, Djeeta completely destroys Metera, and you know, to a certain degree, I would like accept that, but not to the degree people seem to be saying, you know, right? So it's interesting, and also not only that, but it's also that MrPOW himself, he is not very affected by matchups. You know, even matchups that are complete disaster for Metera, he usually just says, it's fine, and he just goes in and he does his thing.
Yeah, he's an incredibly adaptable player and definitely a very kind of vigilant one in terms of truly trying to learn and understand the matchups to the best of his ability.
Right, yeah, so we're seeing pretty cautious play here from both sides. Yeah, and there we see Arefu trying to kind of shut down the projectile game while the butterflies were up, but MrPOW stopped him completely in his tracks, and now the pressure is coming on here.
Good match coming out from Arefu right there, most likely anticipating MrPOW to go for some kind of defensive bait.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to set up a wall here with that far light, but ooh, gets tagged. A lot of damage coming out here from Arefu.
Relatively good scaling on the SBA right there. One more opening should do it. Got to be careful about the throw. Some low jump attempt, but Pow's still just about alive.
Yeah, let's see if he can find an opening here. Ooh, and he didn't actually get it. Yeah, this is almost chip range here, so definitely a hard position for POW, but Arefu taking it very carefully. He doesn't want to overextend.
It's really crucial right there that POW is able to get out of the corner. He doesn't have to deal with Arefu's pressure now, and even though he's near chip point, he's actually in a pretty good spot to be able to potentially take this round.
Yeah, getting this much distance is huge.
Look at that. Like, even with as few hits as POW has actually landed, he has forced Arefu into the corner. Only 15 seconds left in this first round. Great blocks coming out from Arefu so far, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's over. Yep.
Yeah, it's checkmate. There's nothing you can do about that. Woo! Yeah, very good composure there from POW to keep that. Like, how did he even get? Like, he walked Arefu from the corner to the other corner somehow. It was amazing. Yeah, and you're seeing Arefu a little bit more impatient now.
Yeah, it's difficult to remain composed after losing a round like that, but Arefu has to remain steadfast. He has to be disciplined with his pressure. Nice throw right there.
Yep, and here comes the Djeeta pressure. Cross frames. Oh, he actually even got out!
He didn't get the turnaround, unfortunately. Good match on the light right there.
Yeah,
but gets caught nonetheless. And that, I think, is going to get us.
Yeah, that's scaling. Yeah, and it was very low scaling on that because it was only like, I think it was only 2 hits, maybe 3, before it actually went to the super.
Yeah, EX arrow, butterfly, and then the heavy into the super.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so getting a super that early in the combo does a lot of damage, but you don't think of it that way because it feels like it's coming from a weird situation, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think POW is still keeping his composure the exact same way. Like, he's not pushing his advantage, he's just chilling. Basically, in a mental sense, I feel like POW is sending the message, you know, I can play every round like that first one we had if you want to. I don't mind.
Oh, great DP. He got that very high as well. He can continue this combo.
Ooh, beautiful. Yeah, this man knows his stuff. Yeah, imagine getting that much damage from a DP. What a lad. Oh, and the anti-air. Oh, but he flew too far. Damn. That's unfortunate. Rare to see something like that happen.
The timing on that jump doesn't fall for the shimmy. Oh, wow. Big call out, but
not gonna work. Oh, and he even tagged him with that. Damn.
Yeah. That's something that MrPOW is incredibly good at. He is really good at anticipating where the opponent is going to go rather than trying to cover where they are.
Yeah.
And that's so crucial for a higher caliber Zona player.
Yeah.
Battle 2, engage.
Man, it's so unfortunate for Arefu. I think that's twice now that he's gotten tagged in the startup of his EX Fireball, which is such a huge detriment because not only does it go on cooldown, you don't even get the reward from it, so it's like a lose-lose.
Yeah.
But both of the losses are on your end.
And then again, just stopped on that EX Fireball.
Yeah, so unfortunate. He's picking the exactly wrong time to do it. That's just what's happening, and it shows MrPOW is a little bit in his head.
Yeah, tries to call out the jump right there with the close heavy after the light. Oh, but MrPOW so ready for that jump in.
Yep. I remember that Bonsai used to say Metera gets 1 anti-air per round, and there you see it.
Yeah.
It's not quite true, obviously, but Metera's 2H works very differently from other characters. Let's just put it that way. But the SBA puts her on equal footing with many other characters that would just clean 2H who are unblockable. Oh! Yeah, this is brutal. And he's gonna have new butterflies here. Oh, okay. Oh, man, what a start to the round. Oh, this is so rough for Arefu right now.
And that mid-range that we were mentioning before that Djeeta is normally so good at,
yeah,
MrPOW just has complete control over right now. He's not allowing Arefu to press the pokes that he wants. He always has that 2M there in that space. A little bit too close for that slide, so that is going to be a punish.
But that is the classic POW slide. It's very rare for POW to do a slide that's actually safe. He just goes for it, and then sometimes it works out. And man, oh, this is why I'm MrPOW's biggest fan. He converts everything. Oh, okay, didn't quite tag in there. Yeah, can't get anything on that range. Oh, he had SBA, he was ready. Yeah, you really can't test the anti-airs of MrPOW. I've spoken to a lot of people about it, and most would agree that MrPOW's absolute best quality is how good he is at anti-airing.
Yeah. I think even among Metera's worldwide, it's terrifyingly good how good he is at landing those anti-airs.
Yeah.
Whether it be the actual SBA or even the 1H, 2H.
Yeah, for sure. I think the most impressive part is how good he is at anti-airing with far medium, because that closes a hole in Metera's defense that's usually there, and when you can't jump at that angle, which most people are used to, it completely crumbles everything for you. And MrPOW really has that unlocked. And while we're talking about that, Arefu just lands a perfect. Wow.
Yeah, finally able to actually get in, apply the pressure that he wanted to. He did a really good job just mixing up the timing of his normals.
Yeah, that was amazing from Arefu. Let's see if he can get in here. Because that's been the struggle for him, actually getting in. Because like you were saying, the mid-range, POW is able to control it right now. And I feel like he's doing that simply because he's walking more than Arefu is. Oh, yeah. Okay. Big damage here. What's the setup? Yeah, okay. That is a DP bait setup. That POW does a lot. Yeah. If Arefu were to DP there, he would have blocked in time and had a butterfly punish on.
I think what I really loved about MrPOW's corner offense right there was he finally did the double hit of the jump M after the hop, and he hasn't done that yet at all. So that kind of throws off
Oh, what's a
Arefu
reset?
in that position, gets the reset, forced him all the way to the corner.
Oh my goodness. So it did a lot more damage than it was supposed to do, and yeah, that's gonna kill. Oh. Arefu was kicking himself for that.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
MrPOW is just... Even after that one round win that Arefu was able to take incredibly dominantly, it just feels like POW is kind of dissecting him right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's... Yeah, he was trying to get a punish like that earlier. He didn't get it, but this time it works out. Oh, man, yeah. It's... like, even though Arefu is getting some good stuff going, you're just seeing this understanding of the matchup from POW that's really just making it hard to see what do I even do, you know?
That was a really excellent placing of that 2M, though, calling out MrPOW's role to try to close the gap.
Absolutely. Oh man, this pressure.
Nice.
Oh, nice! Alright, Arefu gonna close this round out. Let's see if he can get another one here.
I think that was far medium to beat out the TK arrow.
Yeah.
Anticipating Arefu to try to run in for more pressure. Nice blocks.
And he gets the clean punish. Butterflies up here. Yeah, I mean, Arefu is good at blocking these if he just sticks to that and doesn't let it get to him.
Oh, big hits coming out of that, and the reset, that's gonna be it.
know. Reset, yeah. Oh, I feel like Arefu is getting in his own head right now. We've
I
seen
think
these...
especially in that situation where it really looked like the whole combo was just going to extend, I feel like Arefu just probably wasn't blocking there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Great start here from MrPOW, but everything is on cooldown.
That's a back off.
Nice.
Good on Arefu to recognize and go and apply that offense.
Yep. Yeah, POW managing to jump out, but gets a small punish for it. Nice. Good crouch confirm there. Keep the plus frame going.
Yep.
Man, a daring choice to jump there, but it works out for him.
Finds the gap. Oh, just a block.
Oh,
Give me a big punish.
Yeah, not gonna kill, but gonna do a lot.
Yeah. One more hit should do it. And now something that MrPOW hasn't introduced so far is throw. I wonder when we're going to see that come out.
Ooh, okay. This is definitely MrPOW's favorite at the moment just because of, you know, the positioning on the screen.
Yeah. That health. Very close
Yeah.
to chip.
Let Arefu find his way in here. Oh, no! Yeah.
I'm wondering if that was something like a run in 2M maybe, because
Yeah, I think it might have been. But it's easy to accidentally get a DP in that situation.
Believe
Yeah.
in victory. Battle 1.
MrPOW up 5-0 now.
Yeah, man, MrPOW is putting on a show. I mean, Arefu's doing really well too. It's just, I feel like MrPOW's been in his head since the very start, and it's not really letting up.
Yeah. Does have POW back to the corner now, but he's not able to just apply that active pressure just yet.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
There's the throw. One
that
more will actually get the
finally got
kill,
the
so
throw.
just be really careful. Just get the anti-air that time, and that's a big opening for Arefu so far. Lots of corner carry right there.
What's the pressure? Oh, and he gets mashed out.
I love that decision because Arefu did not have
Yeah.
214 on cooldown as well. He had 214 on cooldown, and so
Exactly.
he wasn't able to fully capitalize on his damage there. So
Yeah.
even if he did get hit, the reward for Arefu wasn't as high as it could have been. Wake up DP, get stuffed. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
The
Oh my
fancy
goodness.
stuff, the fancy stuff, let's go. Oh, MrPOW, what a lad. Yeah, you know, he labs different punishes for different DPs, and it's kind of rare to get to actually show them off. So I think he's
Yeah.
happy to get that one.
Safe jump.
Ooh, it's so rough for Arefu right now. Yeah, just chipping. Yeah, gets him with the far light. As Mary would say, high commitment button. Alright, so 6. Oh man, Arefu needs to do an Everest level climb here.
Yeah, it's looking incredibly hard right now. And just the big thing is that it doesn't even really feel like Arefu has gradually been finding answers. Like whenever he finds what seems to be an answer, POW has already adapted, already adjusted to it, and is already running his game again.
Yeah, I think a big part of this is just the deep character knowledge that he has from all his matches against this character. So I hope that MrPOW sends a fruit basket over to Nebler's place after this, because he definitely deserves it.
Yeah. On the butterfly stand, gets by the 2L. One more round will do it for MrPOW. Is this going to be the first clean sweep of Clash of Champions?
Yeah, the first for Clash of Champions 3, it may well be.
Oh, that's a huge whip on that TP.
Yeah, okay, he doesn't go low this time. Man, he just keeps the pressure going. Okay. Oh, and you're seeing the same thing happen again. Oh no!
I think that's the real tough, depressing thing. Even after blocking all of that, you're not out of the running just yet, and a perfect to close out the set from MrPOW. What a performance he gave right there.
Yeah, definitely. So, wow. Yeah, the first 7-0 of Clash of Champions 3. Well played from both parties, of course, but damn, MrPOW really just showed how to play this matchup. And yeah, he had such a good idea the whole time of what Arefu wanted to do. So even though we got caught by, you know, sometimes you're going to be wrong, sometimes you're going to get the big hits, you know, Arefu got the perfect, Arefu got a lot of rounds in general, he just couldn't close out games. POW's composure was 10 out of 10, and he just kept sticking to his game plan, and the big part was that he managed to keep controlling the mid-range. That was really, really strong from him, and good on you for pointing that out. Man, I don't even know what to say. That was some beautiful stuff.
Yeah, like, I think, obviously we all know that you're MrPOW's biggest fan. Honestly, I regard myself as one of his biggest fans. Not you level, but I feel like I'm up there.
Yeah,
like, you know, when I'm not being bullied by him, when I'm not getting beaten in submission, 50 games to damn near nothing. You know, I adore watching him play the game. I adore watching him being able to like dissect people, to just play in the zone where it just looks like he's in total control, where it just looks like he is by far the better player of the set. And
yeah,
I feel like that's what we saw here. Nothing, no slight against Arefu, of course, because we all know in order to get here you have to have been an incredibly good player, and he earned his way here. But man, that was destruction.
Yeah, that was a ridiculous set, and I think this just goes to show something that I want to bring up on stream, because I've spoken about it a lot just in general, you know, in DMs with people and whatever, but I want to bring it up in a public space, so to speak, that I consider MrPOW to be the gatekeeper of Europe, in that he is the big wall you need to get through to challenge the best of the best. And you know, that kind of stuff does shift. The same players aren't the best the entire time, you know. But in my head, and these ideas might be a little dated, because for me, PIDA is still one of the top 4, even though he isn't nearly as active anymore, right? But for me, it's been like for a long time up there. You have, in no particular order, Svampen, Fitizen, Dragoi, and PIDA. They're like the kings of Europe, so to speak. And then right below them, you have MrPOW. And it's kind of like this, you know, when you go to an amusement park, you need to be this tall to ride. Yeah, you need to reach this level before you can go to the challenge the kings. You need to get through POW first, and that's kind of what we're seeing right now. Very good stuff from him. I will say before we move on though, one of the highlights of that set was actually Arefu though. That conversion from the EXDP was beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah,
Getting that high, yeah.
That's excellent recognition. That's one of the sorts of combos that you get from having really like labbed and practiced your character a lot. Because both, I believe, all of the Shotos between Gran, Djeeta, and Cat can get that kind of combo, particularly, Gran and Djeeta. But it's rare that situation comes up where you get a high enough EXDP, put them in the corner, and then have enough space and height to be able to get the follow-up. So excellent recognition right there from Arefu.
Yeah. All right, so with that, we are going to move into our next set, and this will be the debut set for Clash of Champions 2's winner, Svampen, because he was on break week the first week, and last week had to be postponed until this week. So we are finally going to see Svampen step onto the stage. I don't know how active he's been with Gran Blue lately, because KOF 15 was released and he played that a bunch at my place, but I don't think he actually bought the game yet. So at home, I think he's still been playing nothing but Gran Blue. But I don't know how much he's been playing. He's been streaming on and off, but I think he's been not streaming for about a week or so now. So, yeah, I guess we'll see where he's at. And of course, he's going to be going up against Sonic-san. Unless I'm misremembering, Svampen won pretty big last COC against Sonic-san. I think it was like a 7-1 or something.
I think so as well, because I remember for Sonic-san, he had a really interesting set of scores, because the sets that he won, he won quite one-sidedly, but the sets that he lost very one-sidedly as well.
Yeah. And
I'm very certain that Svampen was one of those losses.
Yeah, because Svampen only lost to Fitizen, so he must have won against Sonic-san regardless. All right, well, with that, I'm going to do the introductions for the players. And Svampen has the same title as before, but the lead up to the title is different, so this is going to be the debut for him. But I'm doing Sonic-san first, so let's get into it. ずっと俺のターンとは彼の生きてる道。暴力の達人。Sonic-san. His way of life is, it's always my turn. The master of violence, Sonic-san. And on the other side, ヨーロッパ GBVS の輝いてる希望の星と1000回の優勝者、スウェーデンの勇者、Svampen. The shining star of hope for European GBVS. And last competition's champion. The hero of Sweden, Svampen. And with that, we can head into our next set. So most likely, I actually think Sonic-san is more likely to go Belial here. He has switched to Gran mainly, but he has had okay results with Belial against... Okay, never mind. He's going Gran. So this is interesting, because this matchup is a matchup that Svampen played the hell out of in Season 1, when Gran was considered stronger than he is now, because he played a lot with Martin, Swedish local, and also with Ro, the Japanese player who I believe lived in Germany at the time.
Yeah.
So Svampen, he knew the Gran matchup inside and out, and I feel like that's still the case. Like, Martin isn't an overly active player, but he still does really well. You know, he destroys me when we play. And Svampen played, I think, a first to 10 against Martin, and he 10-0'd him when he was here like 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, and Gran is one of those characters that I feel like you don't have to actively maintain your matchup experience versus the character. It kind of sticks with you versus a character like Ferry or Metera, where there's just nuanced situations that you can easily forget.
Yeah. I mean, there's really only one rule against Gran. Don't get hit.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Oh, he got hit! Oh, okay. We're in trouble now.
Svampen is out the corner though.
Yep, and gets the throw. Puts Sonic-san in the corner. Okay. Not pressing. Yeah.
Punish.
Good punish, beats the EX knockdown, and he does that air blocking. I hate it. It's just this annoying thing he does in the air to make it even more ambiguous what he's gonna go for after. And yeah, very,
but yeah.
Yeah, it's very common to see something get confirmed of that sweep. Zeta sweep probably. I don't want to say it's a breast button because I think her 2M is amazing, but I believe her sweep is 7 frames, which is ridiculous, and it has 2 hits, so the cancel window is gigantic.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the easiest normals, probably in the game to hit confirm, provided you hit both hits.
Yeah.
Great DP though in response to the Rhapsody from Sonic Sound a little bit earlier. Oh, great whiff punish.
Beautiful whiff punish, got him in the corner. Yeah, traditional Setoki. Oh, wasn't ready on that hit. Oh!
A little overzealous right there.
Definitely not. Yeah, definitely not what he wanted, and this damage is gonna be ridiculous. And we're gonna see some Oki here. What's the situation gonna be? I don't think Zeta gets amazing Oki off of this. Yeah, okay, well, run up throw, whatever.
I had a feeling in my heart of hearts that the run up throw was coming.
Yeah. Svampen is like, you think I need Oki? I do whatever I want.
Run up throw or run up overhead, I feel like were just the options, but
yeah.
So I've been taking that first game. The EX Percival is just a bit too slow right there.
Yeah, it's so hard to try and anti-air Zeta if you're a normal character, if you're not like Metera or such.
Yeah, you have to, a lot of the time I think you really have to try to meet her in the air. Great stuff from Sonic Sound right there, just getting that big damage in the corner. No SBA to make use of, but he does have, well, he's got Fireball now, he's got shoulder charge. Great air throw again.
Yeah. Oh, and he just delayed. Okay, and there's the DP, but not that.
Wow! Pulls out the EX Fireball with the SSBA.
What's that? I think we might have a highlight for next time's opening. Jesus Christ, that was amazing. But he's okay. I was gonna say he's in a precarious position, but never mind. He just got him with the laser. Oh my god. Oh man, Svampen is sending a message right now.
Lovely whiff punish on the boot.
Oh yeah, you can't
jump
TP
on
there.
Well, that's gonna be a lot of corner damage. Sweet.
Yep.
Oh no! Doesn't get
He missed it. But that is still a meaty dust plus.
Great block and a good air throw again.
Fantastic air throw, absolutely. Okay, yeah, I'm
like-
not falling for it.
I like that Sonic Sign is going for that option. Doesn't get the wall bounce off EX boot. That would have been the round otherwise. Doesn't
he
get the combo
didn't.
off the sweep either.
Yeah, he had. Okay. Oh, what? Okay, it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work.
The punish.
Okay, throw. Oh, he went for it. He did the Sonic Sign. Okay, yeah, Svampen keeping his composure there, amazing. Okay, so much to dissect there. The EX boot was unfortunate, but right after that, Sonic San gave it away because he could have killed in that combo, right?
Yeah.
And then with the air throw, I thought the super was gonna get him, but it didn't. I don't think Sonic San actually was in a position to punish there. Even if he had, I think he expected himself to be hit too. But even if he had been ready, I'm not sure if he had the opportunity to punish. But man, so much happening in the span of like 5 seconds. That was ridiculous.
And the fact that in that end situation, Svampen was able to just kind of slow it to the absolute crawl, maintain his complete composure after all that insanity,
Yeah.
and take the game was
Yeah,
utterly
that was
insane.
ridiculous. He was just staring into the eyes of a wild tiger and not flinching.
Yep.
Oof.
Again, walk back to whiff punish the boot.
Yeah, Svampen's positioning is one of his greatest strengths. Oh, it's okay. It's safe. All right. I wasn't quite sure. It felt like it was a little bit late to be safe, but no. And yeah,
I think if he did a DP there, that would have been able to hit faster, but
yeah.
SBA a bit too slow.
Oh, that is, even if he had delayed the anti-air, it's so hard to get the timing on that, especially when it's right above you.
Yeah. That said though, Svampen has gone for that. If he's gone for that super jump out the corner, he has gone for the Spear of Arvis pretty much every time afterwards and tried to go for the big counter hits right there.
He wanted to counter punish, and now he's paying for it. Oh, okay. He was at an awkward range.
Yeah, the slight charge on that meant that he got the wall bounce that he probably didn't want.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Svampen going coast to coast here, pushing to the other corner.
Jeez, that corner carry.
And the throw, and any proper hit here will kill now because he does have SSBA loaded. And ooh. Okay, good tech. Oh, didn't take that one. Okay, Sonic Sand puts himself on the board with a round at least.
Yeah, very, very important for Sonic Sand to get that, just to get some momentum in his favor. Blocks.
Oh yeah, he cancelled the rest a little bit early there. Oh, okay. Yeah, punish. Or actually, I think he just caught him on the forward roll there.
Yeah.
And the throw.
And
welcome to Zeta, Oki. Yeah, just
amazing patient.
Composure! I can't believe it! We saw such incredible composure from POW last set, right? And Svampen is just like, oh, I'm gonna outdo him. He's not gonna get the spotlight. Exactly. He only let POW have the spotlight for like 5 minutes. He's like, no, look at this.
Yeah, I think Sonic Sand just taking a moment, maybe considering his character choice, just...
I do think Belial is a better pick here. I know Sonic Sand prefers Gran, he feels more comfortable with Gran, and he likes playing Gran more now, but Svampen really knows Gran, and Svampen really hates Belial. These are two big factors. Oh yeah, good punish. Yeah, he had the punish, but no cooldowns were available, so... Okay,
big jump.
That is the risk attached to her sweep, is that the whiff animation is very long, so if you do it and they don't block or aren't hit, you're in for one with it.
Chunky damage on that. Wake up sweep! Wake up again!
Oh my god! Svampen is... I feel like he's playing a little bit angry even, but he has nothing to be angry about. Oh my goodness.
Well, if there is a player that I just cannot get a read on, cannot understand, it is Svampen. It's one thing with like the more violent, aggressive players like Sonic Sand, like Strider, and then it's another thing with the slower paced composed players like Fitizen and POW, but then Svampen can just kind of flip the switch whenever he wants. You don't know what kind of player he is going to be in that moment.
No, I agree 100%, and that's why it's funny that I have the reputation as the person who actually can read it. But I can't read anyone else, so you know, it works out. Oh, and there we go.
I want to draw attention real quick to something that happened after he did the EX Rhapsody knee strike.
Yeah.
Svampen actually went for an air throw right there. He was anticipating Sonic Sand to go for the air throw again.
Yeah.
Recognized that it whiffed and then continued his pressure from there. But man, just the adaptation and awareness to be able to go for that option in that position anyway was so good. Yeah,
I one thing that's brought up a lot about Svampen, but needs to keep being re-emphasized, is that he's been playing fighting games for a very long time, obviously. Yeah. But where he really built his metal was when he lived in Japan for 2 years. I believe it was 2015 to 2017. Oh, and the Malady.
Wow. First Malady of the night.
Yeah, I'll get back to that later. This is huge from Sonic-san.
He needed that. That's such an important momentum setter right there. Clean round coming out from Sonic-san after that overhead.
Battle 2.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, I'm surprised that wasn't a punish. Oh, okay, gets the Rhapsody. Just one hit though, wasn't close enough to be able to convert. Okay, yeah. You can see this. He punishes everything immaculately against Gran because, again, this is a character he understands very well. He's played against him so much early on, and that sticks.
Yep.
Okay, he actually gets tied by DP here. Oh, you are not getting any jumpers on me. Big offense. Yeah, just walking slowly, taking it easy. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be big damage.
That's a season 1 right there, except nowhere near as good as these.
Yeah, but on hits, you know, it's still
It's insane.
Yeah. Oh, too sweet too. I might be too far away. Yeah.
Not too far, yeah. Needed to SBA there.
Yep, for sure. Oh, and he keeps the armor. Didn't get punished. Oh my god, this is still going.
Big jump out the corner, he needed that. Oh, and he was punished the charge!
Ah!
Oh, he pressed the button on the way down.
Yeah, he did something. And yeah, okay, so Svampen 4-1 right now, but Sonic-san putting himself on the board here. Great stuff from him. Yeah, so what I was going to say about Svampen is when he lived in Japan for those 2 years, he was playing Guilty Gear Xrd, right? And he was learning a new character at the time, Jacko. She was a brand new character, didn't exist in previous Guilty Gear, and he learned her in the arcade. So imagine when you learn a new character in a game, imagine that you're paying for every match that you're losing. And you're playing against the best players in the world on a regular basis. Imagine that you're playing this game against Svampen, you're learning a new character, and you have to pay for every single match. That's what he did for 2 years.
Oh. Yeah, my bank account would be looking bruised and battered after that, let me tell you that.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah, so amazing start there from Svampen. He got the counter hit heavy into another heavy. Big damage, of course. Let's see here. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to whiff punish that. All right.
Yeah.
Good
Ready
stuff here.
to get the whiff punish, but Sonic once again answering back. Okay, so that is something that is showing itself now over and over again. When Svampen has a decent amount of a lead and his opponent doesn't have SSBA anymore, Sonic-san doesn't have SSBA anymore, he is willing to be aggressive on defense, and I think Sonic-san has to play around that right now.
Yep. Oh, beautiful air throw, and he's going to get the corner position here if he doesn't mess anything up. Yeah, okay, the Grand Classic, and he has the corner. Nice air throw. Oh, I think he might have Svampen's number. Oh, okay. Svampen gets the Abari out.
Oh, the cards are back. All the way to the corner. Woo. One more hit will do it.
Ooh!
There it is.
It is in range. May we? Oh, wow. Okay, Svampen putting himself in a 5-1 situation here. I think at this point, Sonic-san has committed hard enough where we are not going to see a character switch no matter what.
Yeah. Blessing us with the hair down as well.
Yep, I know a lot of people in chat are going to appreciate that one. I mean, Svampen does go for that if he can, you know. If it's possible for him to kill with an SSBA, he's going to go for it just so the crowd can get what they're looking for.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Okay. Getting the corner carry here and the throw. Welcome to Zeta Oki. What's next? Good defense from Sonic-san. Oh, okay, yeah, can punish that. Beautiful.
Yeah, when that isn't space, that is definitely Right for punishing. They pull out the boot right there to get the super jump out of the corner. Lovely with punish again.
Yep. And now he's in the other corner. There's Pro.
Oh, Melody. The conditioning with the throws. He's been hitting so many of those, and finally, Sonic Sans cracks in the face of the overhead.
Battle 2, engage.
Ooh. Ah, I don't know what it was going. Okay, beautiful response there from Sonic Sans. Oh, nice
2M
edge. Yeah, this is amazing for Sonic Sans right now, and gets the throw.
Oh, clutch 5 jump you right there. Combo into super, but one more hit. And then the chip point is there.
Yeah.
You know the Sonic Sans is going to be looking great. I love
the air throw. He's been really good with the air throws in general and air to airs. I really think he's been doing a great job with that. But it's Svampen keeps going to the air anyway because Zeta has so many options up there, and he has been getting good mileage from that as well. So even though Sonic Sans has been doing a great job, it hasn't been quite enough. Oh yeah, he just keeps it. Okay, didn't get the. Actually, I think it wasn't full. The main spear. No?
Right off, yes, right there.
Okay. Oh, he got the whip punch, but wasn't prepared to actually cancel. Ooh, okay.
Anti-air with the 5U.
I think it's too far for kill. Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Sonic Sans right there.
Yeah, he's doing the same thing that Svampen did to him earlier. Nice. Oh, and goes for a throw. Okay. Interesting decision. Very. Oh, already with the DP. And Sonic Sans gets a second game here. Man, that was intense.
Yeah, superb stuff in that game from Sonic Sans. And honestly, just there's been a lot of key adaptations that he's been making throughout this set that I feel like if he can get that momentum truly going, he could really see a very a close competitive set. But man, this is still Svampen that we're talking about here. This is one of the kings of Europe when it comes to Gran Blue.
Yeah.
Probably loading. No? Maybe.
Yeah, sometimes you get like a loading bug. I know that's happened to Svampen a few times before, so that might be what's going on there between matches.
So that time, Svampen anticipated Sonic Sans to go for a delayed anti-air. That time he didn't, and was able to get the regular anti-air.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. We're punishing with the boot right off.
Battle 2, engage.
Run in slow to start things off.
Yeah. The Rhapsody is not paying off very well for Svampen now. He's getting called out pretty hard on it. Oh, okay.
Good GP. Doesn't want to deal with either the throw or the overhead, just...
Okay, yeah, just chills. Yeah, he was at an awkward spacing too, so good idea to just take it easy when he blocked that one. Okay. Alright, that's a good confirm if I ever saw one.
Very good.
Okay, he has a pretty heavily loaded 5U now.
Oh!
Ooh!
Not enough to get a KO, but damn, that was strong.
Oh, but this should kill, yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Wow. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, if he had still had meter, he would obviously been able to kill, but if he had meter, then Svampen wouldn't be at that HP to begin with, so, you know, but, wow. Yeah, now that's gonna be etched into Svampen's memory, though. With 5U, you know, he got hit by it, it could happen again, and he's gonna be a little bit more timid in his approach, potentially. Okay. Yeah, it's this is a kill. Yeah, this is a kill for sure. Wow. Svampen just sending a message there. 6-2. Svampen now 1 match away from taking the set.
ブラン、あんたずいぶん強くなったじゃない。
And just that Zeta Oki, the empty. She has such a scary empty jump because you have to respect the pogo, and it's just
Yeah, for sure.
real tough to deal with.
Yeah, she has so many different options in that scenario. You can do empty low, you can do the throw, and obviously the pogo itself can lead to big things if you don't block that properly. And, you know, we've seen the Malady pay off quite well as well. So I definitely understand the aversion to teching there.
Swapping positions.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
that was far heavy.
Oh, that was interesting. Okay.
Not able to whiff punish these pokes from Svampen. There's his jump
There's
throw
the throw.
again.
I don't think he's gonna go for another one this time. No. Oh yeah, he's really expecting Sonic-san to press after because most people would. But Sonic-san is going for different options because he is expecting Rhapsody in return.
Yeah, Sonic-san, for all how violent his offense is, he's actually very, very, very patient and disciplined on defense. Wish confirmed right there, that's not gonna be the kill.
Yeah, it's very hard to punish in that situation. He didn't get it. Oh, but that is.
Yeah.
Svampen 1 round away from closing this set at 7-2.
Battle 2, engage.
Wake up DP, doesn't want to deal with any kind of corner shenanigans.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be a big conversion. And the throw.
Double combo
Sonic-san
that time.
feeling the
Oh
pressure.
my God.
Oh, I think he thought that he had meter. He was probably going for straight super there, but he closed it out anyway. Svampen taking the set there, 7-2 over Sonic-san, but great play from both players as usual. We saw some really sick stuff from Sonic-san there, and yeah. Yeah, I will say, playing against Svampen, I think highlights how good your defense is, and we often talk about Sonic-san being, I mean, he's the master of violence, right? He's a very offensive player, but I think his defense is a lot more calculated than people realize.
Yes.
So I am happy to see that, you know, so many situations just happened. A lot of crazy stuff went on, especially the first half of that set was absolutely crazy. But yeah, good start there from Svampen. He's gonna be a little bit weird in the standings right now because he has 1 less set than everyone else, right? But he doesn't have a loss, and that's the most important part.
Yeah.
So someone is gonna have to eat a loss now, though, because Fitizen and Dragoi are both undefeated right now, but they're going up against each other. So one of them is gonna be hit with a loss no matter what.
Yep.
And this is obviously a very big set. I think you need to have big sets early on sometimes, and because of the scheduling, how the scheduling works is like it's based on who is on a break week, and to make all the matches work the way they do, right? So we kind of had to do this one early, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing either, because we had Svampen Fitizen early on last time, right? And that ended up going in Svampen's favor in the end anyway, even though Svampen lost that particular set. So this is definitely going to be interesting. I believe Dragoi Fitizen was 7-5 in Dragoi's favor last time?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it was. And do you remember if Dragoi played just Belial? I think he did.
Yeah, just Belial the whole set.
Yeah. So it's interesting because Fitizen, I believe, against Dragoi, he will go Percival no matter what. I'm pretty sure. He does have a Seox, but you know, that's what he uses. I think only Metera and Fairy. Those are the only matches that he actually picks him. He has some other characters he's good with too, but not to the point that he would pick him against Dragoi. Dragoi told me that he's having a lot of fun with Belial again. He will most likely use Belial the most, but he also said like, but you know, no promises. I'm not gonna stay bound to anything. So it'll be interesting to see what he goes with here. We've seen his bubs a lot. I don't think Lowain has any chance of showing up here.
No, I don't think you'd ever want to play Lowain into Fitizen's Percy.
No, for sure. But he's also, you know, he's played Lancelot. I think he's played some Shoots lately. You have no idea what's coming with this guy, but I would assume for this set we will see Belial Percival the whole way. But I mean, I guess we'll find out. So with that, I guess I'll just go into the player introductions and then we'll get into the action itself. 格闘ゲーム界の未来をその手に握る若き天才第一チャンピオン Dragoi. This young genius holds the future of the fighting game world in his hand. The #1 champion Dragoi. And on the other side, その熱き魂とファインプレーでオンライン戦がオフライン戦のように見えるフレームテイ Fitizen. His burning spirit and fine play makes his online matches look like offline matches. The Lord of Frames, Fitizen. And with that, let's get into the most hyped match of the evening. Whew. So, Fitizen is a very meticulous player.
Oh.
Excuse me?
Starting with the 6?
Excuse me?
Now this is a surprise.
I don't think anyone saw this coming. Okay, so I guess he's been playing more of Seox than we knew. Okay, so he's getting into this. Yeah, it's not a mistake, because then he would be like, you know, teabagging or something. Alright. And Dragoi is going with Belial, as we suspected. It's Fitizen bringing out the surprise, man. I don't remember the last time Fitizen surprised me in that way, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's looking in Dragoi's favor at the moment.
Fitizen finally getting that initial jump in. Plus frames, but waits for the DP.
Yeah, keeping up the defense here.
Oh, big far H. Not enough to get the kill just yet, I don't think.
Yeah, he should be alive with the sliver here.
Yeah.
So, what's the situation? Yeah.
JU.
I heard it was useless now, but, you know, don't believe everything you read on the internet. Okay.
Dragoi so far just doing a really good job making use of the sweep in particular from Belial just to catch Fitizen trying to evade back.
Alright, we're seeing a good approach here from Fitizen now. Oh, okay. I think that's a little bit too far.
That's plus, yep. Pulls out the wrong corner,
my
but ready
goodness.
for dodge in time.
Yeah. I think he was looking for a far heavy there, but
Yeah.
it's a weird thing to see from Fitizen. Like a raw super is not typically something you would see from him.
Tries to go for the
Okay.
side switch shenanigans. Not able to punish at that spacing.
Yeah, Belial sweep reaches really far. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't see Fitizen switching earlier because him picking Seox here means that he's at least somewhat committed to it. The only way I think he will take 3 losses if he doesn't win a match, right? If he's down 3-0, then he might switch. But he's picking this for a reason. It's not like a win. Okay.
Nice use of the,
there's the DP.
medium Archdemon kick right there. Oh, the Malady!
Oh yeah, gets Malady.
Falling out, just giving, lulling Fitizen into a false sense of security, giving him that space, and then just immediately stuffing that space with the far heavy.
Yeah.
Belal's so good at doing that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was not fast, so.
I love the sound of Seox running because it's because it's so fast.
Oh, goes for the trade right there with DP. Lovely anti-air with the far medium, and that's gonna be. No, it doesn't follow up after the, after the light.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, but here's the corner position.
Yep.
That's the throw.
Oh, whiff punch from the
Yeah, didn't get anything big. Okay, wasn't ready there.
Didn't get the counter hit, so no
such hard pressure here.
Oh, that's a huge 2-on-4H. No, follow up though, and there's the confirming death.
That's fine. Ooh, yeah. Fitizen is looking a little shaky here. Like, we can see what he's going for, but he isn't quite able to execute it in the moment. And I think that has a lot to do with him just not playing this character enough to have it as second nature, right?
Yeah. Oh, tries to parry, and the L command grab just walking up to him.
Oh, yeah, this is big. All the way to the corner.
And I'm honestly kind of surprised he's getting hit by those overheads. Dragoi has not introduced the threat of throw too much throughout the set so far. So
Fitizen tends to be quite a reactive player anyway. Okay, yeah, he's going back. I think those drops might have been a bit too much for him, so we are likely going to see the switch to Percival here. Yeah, so one reason I had to bring you back so fast, like already the next week, or well, we ended up having a break week, but whatever, was because of this set, right? Yeah. Because while I might be MrPOW's biggest fan, I think you are Fitizen's biggest fan. So getting to see Fitizen versus Dragoi and commentate on it, I felt like you deserved it. So now you're getting the full experience here.
Thank you. Blessed with this treat I am. Oh, H2H.
Yep. Now we're
DP
seeing
available.
Yeah, now we're seeing the Fitizen we're used to. Like, it's not that he knows how to play Seox, but stuff isn't etched into his muscle memory the same way as it is in Percival.
I said though, you can't count out Dragoi even from the sliver of health.
Definitely.
Stop for that fireball. Nice. Pulls
Yeah,
out the run in. And that was really good in that situation, because if it beat out the close the far heavy, that would have also resulted in even a stronger confirm. But wake up DP, very aggressive from Vidi.
Yeah, opts for the charges.
Ooh, comboing off the fireball at that range. Nice.
Okay.
Lovely awareness from Dragoi, going for the far heavy to be able to beat that jump spacing.
Okay.
Yes, fireball. There's confirm into SBA. That should be enough.
Yeah, this SBA definitely does low damage from far range, but you know, at that HP, yeah, for sure. So Fitizen puts himself on the board here. It's 2-1 in Dragoi's favor at the moment.
Empty low. Not at the range, but good call out on the fire H again.
Nice.
Oh, big fire heavy. Safe jab. Yep. Oh, yeah, nothing to follow up afterwards. Didn't have super, didn't have DP. A great situation for Fitizen so far. Oh, but that's a clutch fire heavy from Dragoi. Lovely patience on the block.
Yep. And he got him.
Understandable by Dragoi, wanting to catch Fitizen either jumping or mashing.
Yes.
With the close heavy, that would have rewarded him with a huge punish, but Fitizen not biting.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh! Superb timing to
Jesus.
get through with the DP.
I thought that didn't work anymore, but Fitizen is making it work.
It works if the fireball isn't in its spin, but if it's still moving forward, he can go through Belial's fireballs with relatively good consistency. Belial's one of the few characters where he can do that quite well.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's quite different depending on character.
Oh, big 2M right there. Dragoi getting another round of
okay.
boards.
Yeah.
Battle 3. Engage.
What the hell? I didn't know it was that far. Oh, lovely patience from Dragoi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gets to call him out for this one. There we go. Okay, yeah, good jump back there.
Yeah, stall.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit too far to get the counter confirmed right there.
Yeah, but keeps poking here with the far medium.
Clipped by the fireball, but... Oh, lovely use of the JU right there.
Yeah. Fitty was a little bit early.
As Percy in that situation, if you want to catch that JU, you instead actually have to go for close heavy rather than 2H. But the sweep...
Because it goes higher, I guess?
Yeah, it covers a big space above his head, and it lasts for a long time.
I see, I see.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, Dragoi is still looking really strong here. Sitting at 3-1.
Oh, went for light dash instead of medium. Wanted to stay the same side, but got crossed up instead.
Man, every time I get impressed at seeing the damage on the stab. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the best he can do with his resources.
Yeah, no charges now, but it doesn't really matter given the HP. Yeah, okay.
Right out.
I don't know.
Grab.
Dragoi is really liking the command grab today. If he got inflated ego after he landed the light one. Oh, beautiful.
And you want to the crazy thing is, he could have killed there.
Yeah, if he punished on the way down, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But didn't want to take any risks, just chilling, and yeah, he takes it anyway.
Yeah, went for the composed route. This time, Dragoi exiting the room.
Okay.
I feel like we're going to see a switch to Bubs, maybe.
Yeah. The thing is, I haven't seen Dragoi in a while now, you know? Like, if this was Clash of Champions 2, I would have said the same thing. And maybe you're right, maybe it will be Bubs. But I am ready for absolutely anything right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Metera show.
What?
No, wait!
What?
We were just saying earlier that he shouldn't be going away against Fitty's Percy. What the hell? I mean, this is a hard knowledge check. If you haven't been keeping up with Lowain, it's gonna be hard to deal with him. But Percy is pretty damn good against Lowain, right?
Yeah, this is... Some would argue this is one of the most one-sided matchups in the game at the moment. Percy really suffocates his character a lot of the time.
Yeah, I mean, you have far-reaching normals. That shuts down a lot of his options, and it also kills his offense if he's calling in the bros. Oh, but never mind. I mean, Dragoi is doing quite well. Who am I to talk?
He is. This is a real strong start.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
this is gonna be rough. God, crush.
That doesn't beat the catbot missiles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuck in the corner and chip point.
Battle 2. Engage.
Yeah, this kind of stuff. It's what we're talking about.
RH, far medium, just so good against this character. Just keeping him locked down, and of course you can DP to answer the parry as well.
Yep. I think we might see, if this keeps up, we might see a switch again. But, I mean, Dragoi did win the first round. I'm not going to count him out yet.
Definitely can't count him out.
I do feel like Iggy would not be effective at all against Fitty.
Nice run under right there.
Right, he's gonna try
it.
Yeah, you have to try it. But I feel like Fitty he probably has this stuff on money.
Yeah, and he has enough health so he can block a lot of this as well. He doesn't need to necessarily dodge. There's a dash into stab, yep.
Oh yeah, you can't use against Fitty, clearly. Just don't try that again.
Yeah, Percy, one of the characters that from full screen is more than capable of punishing the recovery of Iggy afterwards.
Yep. Okay, there we go.
Yep. Punish on the awesome source. Now into the corner.
Okay, a lot of pressure here.
And that is honestly one of the strongest aspects of Lowain, I feel like, is the fact that he has an advancing sweep that is also special cancel.
Yeah, that is a really big thing, and if it wasn't any other character, everyone would be crying bloody murder. But
that's unblockable.
Okay, I guess.
Now suddenly, Fitty in a real tough
spot,
going for Iggy.
I mean, at this HP, yeah. You know, at this HP, he might be able to just force him into chip. Maybe not. I mean, it didn't really work out last time. Yeah, this was probably not his best decision. But Fitty was airborne, so he wasn't able to punish. Oh! Okay! Dragoi taking a game here with Lowain. I still think he should be using Iggy on him, though.
Goes for her again. Oh, that hurts.
Oh,
that hurts a lot. What's the reset?
Such high damage. And spot dodge, yeah.
And he's not close to Iggy either. Just one more hit will do it.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Yeah, just jumping.
Battle 2, engage.
Bro.
Okay. Yeah, the spot dodges. I heard that Lowain's supposed to be plus now when you spot dodges parry, but it doesn't look like it since I feel like Dragoi would know that if that was the case, and he is reversing.
Back to avoid.
Jesus.
Quite a bit of back and forth between these two. Gets the frame trap.
Ooh, yeah.
Not much damage though. The side switch! Shenanigans coming out from Dragoi.
Svampen! Almost dead.
The trade! Wow! I can't believe that traded from all the way up there.
Well.
That light awesome source special cancel after the sweep is real frustrating to deal with.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, there's the command grab, and got the corner position here.
Oh, you can't press there.
Oof, yeah, big damage. Okay, good decision there from Dragoi.
Yeah, running command grab again. One more hit, but Iggy will come back.
Yeah, but Iggy has not been an issue for Fitty at all. I would be surprised if Iggy is suddenly an issue now, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, and he gets the fun. Ooh, okay, never mind. Okay, well, he kills anyway.
Yeah,
alright, so 4-3 for Dragoi here. And he, yeah, okay. I think he felt already in the first match this isn't quite working, despite him taking that match, right? So I think he was already committed. If I lose a match on Lowain, I need to switch off Lowain.
But honestly, I feel like Lowain just getting that one game was enough. I feel like the fact that he now has forced Fitty to adapt to another character, he's forced him to play at a different pace while getting a game on the board, I think is still quite important for him. And here's the Bubs coming out.
Here's Bubs, yeah. So this is interesting because Bub's a much stronger character now than he used to be. We said it many times. A lot of people rank him at the very top, top 3, some say top 1 even. But an area where Bubs tends to struggle is DPs. Like we saw there. If the opponent has a DP, a lot of options open up. And also, wasn't it Fitizen versus Strider last time, right?
Yes.
Fitizen kind of showed that he knows how to deal with this character.
Lovely DP on the reaction to the dive. All the stocks.
Yeah, and we've had Fitty on commentary for all of Clash of Contenders, and he repeatedly talked about the type of stuff you need to do against bugs. Yeah, that's the part. Get smoked.
What hard pulling out that.
Yep.
Wake
Yeah,
up,
so
grab.
I don't think Fitty is the player to pick bugs against. My point here. He knows all the stuff and he executes all the stuff, and I don't even think Bubs is necessarily that good against Percival. It seems even to me, but I don't know.
I would say it's among Percy's harder matchups just because he has to play very much in response to what Bubs wants to do. But at the same time, he has the tools to do so, and Fitizen is a player that is exemplary at that kind of gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see him. Yeah. So is he going back to Belial now, or does he have another secret pick? It's 4-4 right now. I would assume it's going to be Belial the rest of the set. It's going to be Percy Belial, essentially a new first to free from here.
Belial, potentially Avatar Belial.
True, yeah. Avatar is an option.
Versus Belial.
No, regular Belial it is.
Regular Belial. Yeah, so I think there won't be any more shenanigans here. No more character switches or anything like that.
Avatar Belial, also another character that can have a hard time versus Percy. You know, the wings, a lot of the gameplay surrounding the wings can be beaten by Percy. He has the tools to punish very, very well. Again, there's that DP through the fireball.
Yeah, I'm a little bit afraid here that Dragoi might just have woken Fitty up with these different character switches. He might be facing a different Fitty right now than he was a few matches ago.
One in overhead though. That's what Dragoi needs.
Okay. Got him low. Yeah. Switches sides. Doesn't want to be switched back into the corner.
Block from Fitty right there.
Yeah, so Dragoi definitely taking the advantage here, and he's gonna get some OK after this.
There's throw, tick throw just to seal it out. Of course, after getting hit by that overhead for trying to throw tech, I understand not wanting to go for those as much.
Yeah.
Ooh, most likely wanted to wake up DP there, instead got
oh, but he didn't know which side he was on, right? That must have been what it was. Okay.
He's just clipping so much. Right, able to block the jump M, but that's gonna be it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Dragoi looking really strong in the last build. Sitting at a 5-4 right now. I don't see Fitty switching back to Seox. I'm not going to say he lost confidence, but he's not at a comfortability level with him yet where he can use him against Dragoi. Oh wow, okay, gets the speed.
Up the timing, that's a big trap with the close medium.
Yeah, and there's
He might do it.
Okay. Charging.
Good jump back.
Oh, nice.
Cooldown, so it's gonna take another hit. Oh, no confirmed from either side.
Yeah, that's a shame. He had a lot of opportunities there. Oh, he gets over the anti-air.
Not gonna be enough just yet. There's a safe jab. Keep it nice and simple, yeah, close medium, just to ensure that he gets that punish.
I do appreciate the composure from Fitty there, because I know he felt a lot of that, you know, because he is a very confirmed heavy player, and he missed that one too. Something is going on here, but he's still managing to keep his composure in the neutral, which is very, very important. Nice. Who said Europe has no sick Fitties? There we go.
Very clean round for Fitizen right there, answering right back to even this back up 5-5. And if there's something that Dragoi is struggling against actually from Fiti, it's the jumps. He hasn't been able to anti-air them very, very well. The neutral jumps in particular, he's having a real hard time dealing with.
I think he needs to switch, because I know Dragoi is capable of it. I think he needs to switch to an air-to-air approach.
Yeah.
Because the regular anti-airing isn't working for him. I don't know if that's by like virtue of Fiti picking awkward angles, or just picking good situations to do the neutral jump as well, or if it's just that Dragoi isn't like in a spot to properly anti-air right now. Yeah, and he does go for the air-to-air here. And I think we're gonna see more of that.
Both great answers.
Yeah. I think we're gonna see more of that as well. Okay, good damage.
Oh, that's a big medium.
Ooh, yeah.
Not able to get the EXTP right there. EXTP would have been able to lead into a follow-up that could get them kill in that situation. Again, great patience from Fiti, just waiting out that DP.
Fiti been blocking those really, really well.
Battle 2, engage.
Back throw. Okay, yeah. Called him out on the command grab there.
These two just deciding to be a lot more violent right now.
Yeah.
Lovely use of the jump H right there.
Yep. It's really good from neutral jumps just because of how far forward it reaches.
React to getting the counter hit 2-1-4. Oh, that sucks. He went with the EX stock charge.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a big 2M. That should be the round, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting combo. That was pretty cool.
Battle 3, engage.
Again, lovely use of the DP just to cover the jump right there, and the throws landing their mark for Dragoi.
Yeah, so it's not that Dragoi doesn't have the reactions. We can see that very clearly. It's just that something isn't sitting right with the normal anti-airs right now. So I think the DP and air-to-air would be good. But Fiti did call him out on the air-to-air that time, so I don't know how he'll respond to
That's
this.
crucial right there. He missed his stock charge.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, this...
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I guess the DP. Alright, so Fiti taking the lead here, 6-5 over Dragoi. Fiti is on match points, but Dragoi pretty close to it, right?
Yeah, this is such a close set, but that is a very, very good first jump in from Fitizen.
Yep. And he has him in the corner here. Very difficult situation for Dragoi. Oh, gets out. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Big damage coming. Okay.
Oh, pulls out the 2M right there.
Yep.
Oh, what a backdash.
Jesus. I can't believe he backdashed. Holy crap. Yeah, okay, Fiti read Dragoi like a book right there. Dragoi needs to not get flustered from that. Okay, yeah, goes for the DP as an anti-air, good decision. Oh!
Defensive overhead!
Defensive overhead! Oh, no!
He won neutral twice. Look at his HP margin. Where did it go? Why am I asking this? I know the answer to that question. It went down the drain because Percival is just that powerful, and Fitizen this time winning the set 7-5.
Wow. Yeah, panic 5U there at the end from Dragoi. You saw that he was out of it. He was completely out of it right at the end there. You hate to see it end like that, but we can see why it ended like that. Fiti just went crazy in that round. Oh my god. Just like you said, it was... Where did it go? The life bar was just gone. Oh. Alright. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that set.
What a set to close on. My goodness, just... so much back and forth between those two, so many different characters, so much adaptation. Just that set was absolutely one that delivered.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, 100%. I don't know. There's so much to digest. I hope you do an analysis stream of this later, because there's more to talk about here than we're gonna have time for. But I agree with what you were saying earlier. I think the Lowain pick was good. He got what he needed from it. But going to Bubs after seeing how Fitty handled Strider before, I think was a mistake. I think Bubs was not a character he needed to go to. To Lowain, he should have either gone for another surprise pick or go straight back to Belial, because all he was doing was warming Fitty up at that point.
Yeah, honestly, I was myself surprised that the Bubs didn't work out nearly as well as Dragoi was probably expecting it to, because Dragoi's Bubs is definitely a very, very solid one indeed.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Belial still being his strongest character, but Bubs is definitely up there among his roster. But I think just after the Strider set, Fitty had been able to, I think, revise his approach towards the character, and just he was just so ready for specific situations. He DP'd the dives, he knew exactly what to do against the Karma, didn't allow Dragoi to get anything that he really wanted going, and as a result, I think that helped to lend itself to giving Fitty momentum against the Belial later on as well.
Yeah, I mean, I have a different perspective because I sat here with him for God knows how many nights commentating Clash of Contenders, right?
Yeah.
And a bunch of other times too. And in the Bubs matches, he just lays down the knowledge all the time, and he proved in the Strider set that he can live up to, like he can deliver as well, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's a, you know, do as I say, not as I do situation. It's do as I say and do, because I'm doing both. And I think that's something that really makes me feel like he understands the matchup at a very deep level, and he's shown it, you know? If not against Strider, then definitely against Dragoi. Like, he got him off him just in one match right there. But yeah, amazing set from both players. I do think that Fitty had some sort of plan with the Seox there early. And we saw him get these stray hits, right? They just didn't lead to big things because he's not quite there yet, at least not in those particular matchups, right?
Yeah, obviously because most of his, if not almost all of his time on that character has been spent fighting Ferry and Metera, and so he's not nearly as used to fighting against characters that are, one, as defensively capable as Belial in that instance, and two, just play tackle neutral the way that Belial does. So Fitty definitely not quite ready for some of the hits that he got, and yeah, as you said, that really showed. But still, I mean, it's a case of like, well, if he was willing to work at it with the character, then he could, but I don't really, and he'd probably say the same thing. I don't really see him truly shifting off of Percival in that kind of matchup when push comes to shove.
Yeah, for sure. Well, so our situation right now, well, Svampen only has one set played, right? So he's harder to judge. But the players who are currently undefeated are Svampen, Fitizen, and MrPOW. So MrPOW, actually, I think MrPOW is in the lead even. Yeah, because he got a 7-0.
Yeah, POW's in the lead.
MrPOW is number one. I've never had a better day than this.
Yeah, because POW and Fitizen were tied in terms of points, because obviously they won their previous set 7-3, each of them, and now obviously POW is up by 5 points after today.
Yeah. I can't speak to which matchups are going to be next week yet. I kind of know, but I haven't solidified it yet, so I'm not going to get into it. But next week, we're going to be back again unless something unforeseen happens. You might not be back, but you might be. We haven't really decided yet, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I guess it would partially depend on when Fitizen wants his off week.
Yeah, because I've already said like a million times, when Fitizen is off, as long as he's up for it, then I'm going to bring him on for commentary as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be it for us, I guess. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thanks to the players for everything. Follow me on Twitter, follow Godflash on Twitter, follow Virum on Twitter as well. But me and Godflash for updates on Clash of Champions, I'm going to tweet out the standings either later tonight or tomorrow. I'm not going to commit to anything yet, but it's going to be out at the latest tomorrow. So we're going to have the updated standings, can take a look at that. And as soon as I know what we're going with next week, I will be tweeting out the matchups. So don't you guys worry. We'll be back same time, same place next week. 8:30 CET here on Godflash's stream. So yeah, don't miss it. Thank you.